Guys, Scott Getting here, just out in nature. Haven't done a nature video for a long time and felt the need to do it today. What I want to share today is I want to share about my diagnosis of ADHD. Now, this video might not be for you. If it's not, keep scrolling. The reason I want to share it is what I've learned over the last 2.5 years. I want to share that because what I believe I've learned is very different to the different things that get taught in this area. Now, this is my journey. I'm not an expert on you or your child, your partner, or anything else, but I want to share what I've learned, and maybe it can make sense, or part of it can make sense, and you could explore it a bit further. But I believe I've got a different brain, not a broken brain. Now, I was lucky that when the first podcast I heard, which my wife Cherie gave me, was Mia Friedman. And she was talking about being diagnosed. And I remember the line in there that she said that my ADHD is my diagnosis, not my excuse. And I think I want to get to that in a minute. But first I want to start with, I have a different brain, not a broken brain. So what I've learned over the last 2.5 years is when I'm in the right environment, I thrive. I absolutely thrive. And Tom Hartman has a theory, got some books out, great, I think they're great reads. And his theory is it's a hunter-gatherer brain in a farmer's world. Now, again, that's about environment. And that's what I've discovered over these 2.5 years is, for me, it's all about environment. And when I'm in the right environment, it's not a deficit, it's not a disorder, and it's definitely not a disability for me. But it's about putting myself in that right environment. And yeah, I've created an environment where I work for myself. So it's sort of a hunter environment in the fact of, in the hunter-gatherer days, you had to go out and get food or you're starved. I've got to go fit windscreens today or Monday or Tuesday, or else technically we're eating baked beans. We're not starving, we're eating baked beans and whatever else is in the pantry. But you get the gist of it that I've got to go out each day and I've got to create something. I've got to find something. I've got to hunt something and make something happen. Nothing's guaranteed. There's none of that, and I would not swap that because I actually thrive in that area. I thrive going out and doing that, and that's my dopamine about what's going to happen today. Today's unpredictable. Next week's unpredictable. I really struggle in that farmer's world of I'm going to turn up, pretty much do the same thing each day. At the end of the week, I'm going to get X amount of dollars. I super struggle with that, as Tom Hartman says, farmer's world. So that's the first thing I've learned is if I put myself into a hunter-gatherer environment, or the environment that thrives, you can call it whatever you want, but it's the environment that thrives for my brain. My brain thrives, I thrive, my nervous system, that's probably the biggest thing. My nervous system thrives in that environment. And I'm going to say one of the biggest learnings is listening to my nervous system, listening to my body instead of my head. And that's about doing what I need to do when I need to do it. I've still got to fit in. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I remember going to a wedding last year and the speeches were long, and what we got taught when we grow up, sit there, shut up, don't move, pay attention. Well, I can sit there, not real good, I fidget, I can shut up, Cherie's going to disagree with me, but I can't pay attention. I can't do all that and pay attention. So what I did was I stood up, went to the back of the room, I pretended I had a bit of a sore back, stood up there, I stretched, I just moved a little bit, like not crazy that people could see, but just enough to regulate my nervous system. And by doing that, honouring myself, I honoured the people who were doing the speeches because I actually listened. I listened because I was taken care of, then I could listen. And I do that in trainings. If they're long trainings, I'll go stand in the back of the room and do that as well. So it's about doing what I need to do. It's also, we'll go into the other side of it. And I remember saying to my daughters when they were going through to uni that they were talking about teachers and that sort of thing, and this is not to bag teachers, this is just an example. I remember saying to them, the teacher's going to get paid whether you fail or you pass. Like basically, and I'm not saying teachers don't care, but the facts are the system says they get paid whether you pass or fail. So you passing or fail is it's your responsibility. No one should care about how much whether you pass as much as you should care. And I want to carry that over to what I see with ADHD and different things like that is we take this label on. So many of us take a label on, and that becomes our identity. And I can't do this because I can't do that. They need to change this. They need to change that. Now, I get that. And if we can meet in the middle, and if employees and school systems and just systems that we have could merge a little bit, that would be fantastic. But the bottom line is, I live in a farmer's world. Like, I can go and create a hunter's world where I can, but at times I come back to a farmer's world and I'm in that world. And that was like, so then it's about me coming up with system strategies and support that I can use when I'm in the farmer's world to get me through. And that's one of them systems was just to stand up and to do that and to be able to move and to do that. The other thing is just paying bills online. Like, instead of having to do bookwork and paperwork, I now have a bookkeeper, and I now have we set up payments online so they come out automatically, and I don't have to remember them and do that sort of thing. So there's some systems, and then support. I have support around me that if I can say what I need, but I've got to come up with what I need. Like, one of the things I used to do was, if I was struggling with regulation, self-regulation, I would go to the bathroom, just say I'm at home. I go to the bathroom, shut the door. Now I'm in my own space. Like, nobody's in my space, it's just me. So I can calm down there. I can splash water on my face, cold water on my face. If I'm having a real meltdown, I can jump in the cold shower and just stand in the cold shower, regulate again, then I can come out. And yeah, you can say, well, you should be grown up, you should be able to do this, should be able to do that. Yeah, whatever. But if you can't find a strategy that works, and that's a strategy that worked for me for so long, until the thing is, when you do strategies like that, then things become natural. It's just like, all right, well, I can handle this a bit quicker and a bit quicker and a bit quicker until I can handle it. So that's what I want to share today. But one, honour yourself. Where do you thrive? Because I hate the attention deficit disorder, and then now we add on disability. I absolutely hate it because I don't believe it's true. It's definitely not true for me, and so many other people I know, other people I look up to and model. It's not true for them, and it doesn't have to be that way. But we put into a system where we shut ourselves down. We play to our weaknesses most of the time, because that's the strengths of the system that get us through, to get the good marks. You've got to remember things, you've got to do this, you've got to sit quietly, you've got to do that. It's not about creativity. And I'm going to say, another video for another day, but I'm absolutely loving where AI, robotics and everything are going, because it's going to cause chaos, and it's going to take, my belief is we're going to go back to a hunter's world, and farmers are going to be doing this video for the farming people instead of me doing it for the hunter-gatherer people. So that excites me, because memory and that sort of thing are gone. They're already gone, but the systems will catch up soon and realise they're gone. And it'll all be about creativity and how we can move and flow and think and play outside the box. That's what's coming, and I'm so excited for that. But back to the video. Put yourself in know the environment you need to put yourself in, and know your strengths. Because showing up with different strengths, it actually matters. Stop trying to play to your weaknesses and pretending they're strengths. Offload that. Offload it. Get a bookkeeper, get a VA, get a whatever. Just offload them, get to your strengths, start playing with your strengths, and watch how things change. That's what I did, and I really believe that's going to help someone. So, as I say, if you're still here on the video, I really appreciate you hanging in there. But just try something. Try changing the environment and see how you go. Get into your environment. You don't have a broken brain. My belief is you have a different brain. Different brains have different strengths. Go play to your strengths. Go have an awesome time. And love to hear from anyone who what they've found as well. Either you can put it in comments or DM me. Love to have a chat to see how it's played out for you. So have an awesome day. Take care and talk to you soon.